People deluded, I'm back again. Now, in case United fans didn't know already, they need to get Alexis Sanchez off their books. Again, I don't follow United. They know their club better than me. Now, we all can admit he's clearly declining, and he might not be. I don't want to say he isn't, but he might not be the player he once was. I say what might not is because I can clearly see he's declining. Hasn't replicated anything close to what he was doing in his heyday at Arsenal, minus the last season, and he just hasn't been Alexis Sanchez. But a small part of me still remembers him at Arsenal, still remembers the guy he was, and still I want to say, of course, it's not hold hopes, people. Like come on, I support Arsenal. I couldn't really care less if he develops and gets to that form or not, but a small bit of me still believes at a time he could turn into that, but it looks like he's finished. But this video wasn't for his form. Why I believe they need to get rid of him, as you all know, he's on, 500k a week or whatever. Like, let's not get hung up on the finances. Why? Because I think, well, obviously they've made a mad mistake in signing him, and it looked like a good gamble at the time with the context that was going on. Everyone's a genius in hindsight. But they have to get him off. Now, I'm not a finance man, but I'm pretty sure Alexis Sanchez has returned some, I wouldn't say he hasn't been value for money sort of thing, but commercially he must have brought in a lot of shirts at the time, and he might even, I doubt it now, but he might even still be selling it. We need to remember he's Chile's favoured son, essentially. David Beckham of Chile, essentially, to a degree. Forgive me if I'm wrong, Chile fans, but they need to move him on away from the poor form. It's just, as long as he's at that club, and it's difficult because I can't see where he moves to, but as long as he's at that club, star players in like De Gea, like you've seen in the papers, Pogba, when the time comes to renew his deal, they're going to ask for that or more. And the United fans I speak to, they're not necessarily happy with their wage structure and necessary certain renewals of players. We know the wage structure at all clubs, not just United, not even all, but Arsenal and United, I don't feel their wage structures clearly are the best. Now, De Gea, for what it's worth, I'll support him. Again, a lot of people don't like to talk about money, but it's a job. Football is a job. If you're De Gea, and he's essentially, obviously he's not a line manager, but he's in the team. He's one of the most vital people. If you was to look at it as an office job, the team can't bang without him. If he's seeing people that don't put in as much work for the company, haven't been here and showed loyalty and all of them things, depending on how you look at it to the company, you're going to ask for a raise or you're going to put things into question. De Gea is a world-class keeper, not to praise him more than I have to, United fans. He's within his rights to ask for Alexis Sanchez's fee, exactly what Alexis Sanchez is being paid, maybe more. I would do the same, you would as well. Every ball's in De Gea's court. I do think a deal will be agreed because obviously United done a madness not letting him go to Madrid. Madrid have obviously moved forward in their keeper search. Barcelona, it doesn't appear that, while he can walk into every team in Europe essentially, Barcelona don't appear to be linked with him and he's not there. PSG, maybe that you could invent links here and there, but other than that, he looks solid to stay at United. And he's got to, before he signs this deal as well, I think he will sign it, but he's also got to think about it because he's what, I don't know how old De Gea is. He's been around forever, but he must be like 27, 28 now. This is a significant part of his career. He's a keeper, so he's got an extended career, but he's got to think, are United going to be able to challenge for trophies or the project or whatever is being said? And you've got to get the best financial package. You've got to. Alexis is there. Now, if you're looking at Pogba as well, I don't know when his contract's running out, but if he's still at United on the basis that he's the star man, arguably, is the most commercial player they've got there, you would ask for a similar to Alexis's wages because Pogba's obviously didn't have the best of starts and United didn't as a club, but he's turned it around. He's a star player, like I said, the commercial thing and all that. He's still quite young football terms as well. So you look at Pogba, Martial, Rashford, De Gea is not exactly old. They're the core of the side or what you could move forward with in terms of trying to get United back to challenging for trophies. And if Pogba continues this, when the renewal comes, especially because of his agents as well, you're going to sit there and be like, rah, hold on, Alexis is getting that. But hear what I'm saying. We want that plus this plus that plus the bonuses and all these things. And I'm not saying that's going to happen. If you was Paul Pogba, not to say he's not saying this, I'm saying this. If I was Paul Pogba, I'd consider all these things. Like, you've got to be. Because when the time comes, Pogba's got to consider his situation. Can they compete for trophies? Is it the quality of the contract, the commercial stuff? All of these sort of things. And he's obviously notorious. Obviously, his move to United was notorious, not just for the transfer fee, but the commission the agent got. So United are in, I wouldn't say they're in danger, because obviously they're United. They still got peace, but it doesn't bode well really and truly, because it's assuming players progress and they sign more star players, it makes it complicated because people can be like, hold on, Alexis. Obviously some people not going to do that, and it's not going to be difficult. I'm not saying it's all doom and gloom. I'm just simply saying, surely, unless a dramatic change in form happens, he's got to be one that they push off regardless of if they're Man United. It's not like Arsenal where we kind of need to remove people off the wage bill. They can still do what they need to do in it, but it's not healthy. And obviously the question's probably being said in the United boardroom. Did we mess up here with signing him? How do we move him on? Because again, the form he's in, who is going to sign him? The top clubs. I only say top clubs because they're the only people with the wages. Unless he's going to go to China or something like that and get a payday, to which you're probably looking at a loan with an option to buy. And if you're United, you're hoping that whatever club he was to go to, let's just say PSG, because financially that's the only one that makes sense in my head right now, they got him on loan with a view to a permanent or something, and United are prepared to pay a significant part of his wages, or 50-50 or 70-30 or whatever. Either way, United probably have to pay some percentage. So that's going to be on the agenda, because I know Martial signed a new deal, and I can't remember if Rashford has or he's close to. You see different rumours all the time. If these players turn into the players I believe in both of them, away from United, Martial and Rashford are sick, but if they develop into even bigger players, especially Marcus Rashford, because if he's obviously playing for England, you're seeing Barca and Madrid allegedly keeping tabs on him. Commercially, he's there, he's the local lad. If he becomes anything, what I believe he can, he's going to be a good striker, a very good striker. And you're looking at him to be one of the star players. Number 9, obviously, when you're a striker, that typically comes with the most money and the stars, and all the kids want to take pictures with you, and you're the star of the team. If you're Rashford, obviously, I'm not saying he's going to get 500 bags, but if Alexis still is there, then you're going to be looking at it like, hold on, what's going on here? Like, I need to be getting sort of this. And the main thing, I'm not saying, people, please don't say I'm saying everyone's going to ask for 500k. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when United go into a negotiation and they say, I want to give you this amount, or they want to work with a similar figure, agents are going to turn around and say, listen, okay, we might not get 500k, but this is why my client deserves better. This is why this is why that. And you got to remember, at them levels there, we're just seeing 500k a week, people, allegedly. We don't know how it's structured. We don't know about signing on bonuses, signing on fees, all these other financial things that unless you've seen that contract or you're competent and enough to be able to understand everything, not the Twitter fans and all them Twitter bloggers that claim to know everything, you don't have any idea of the true financial implications that signing Alexis Sanchez had. Obviously, again, in hindsight, it looked like a good move. His form was iffy, but it's Alexis Sanchez, free transfer. If he hits the ground running, it was going to be a madness. Of course, I'm happy it hasn't, and sad to say he scored against Arsenal. But yeah, man, it makes you put things into context. But it is what it is, man. We'll see how it develops, but surely a priority is moving him on. Anyways, people, deluded, I'm out. Comment, subscribe, and do the rest if you wish.